Hi there, Libra. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me on my channel. This is Yetta Pearl. So I have been recently asking for people to subscribe, more people to subscribe. And as of a few hours ago, I was at 96. So, you know, close enough to 100, right? Like come on, we gotta have some give and take here, right? So starting from today, I am inviting everybody to just put a little comment underneath the video, like, hi, you know, whatever you choose to put. Nice, put something nice, right? And then when you do that, then I will enter your name into a draw for the free personal reading. And so I'll do that draw at the end of the week. So I'm not sure exactly. Maybe I'll do it on the 30th of August or something like that. I should have figured that out beforehand. I apologize. Next time I'll know better. And so that's what's happening here. So, but, you know, please continue to share and to subscribe, you know, because more than 100 is also really great. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you very much. So here this week we have, this is our reading for August 23rd to 29th, 2021. And so I have asked your guardian angels to come and give your messages for you for that week. It is a general reading, so some parts may not resonate with you, but that's fine. It's just for somebody else then. Okay, let's see. Okay, so this is a pretty good reading here. You got stuff to do or stuff to be aware of. So we're going to start with here, sensitivity. So many of the light workers of the world are finding that, and this is not a new thing, it's been happening for the last few years. Sorry, there's something going on my screen. Okay. It's not a new thing. It's been going on for a while already, that you're becoming more and more sensitive to the things around us. So if that's the, you know, the energies in the world, or the chemicals, or the fear, the attitudes, or different foods, you know, things like that, becoming more and more sensitive to those things. It's because whatever that is in that is not serving you, is what your angels are saying. So those are the things to be aware of, right? And to have less of those things in your life. So when you know, somebody who used to be a really good friend, and you used to be on the same wavelength, you used to have hours and hours of great conversation, and you were really in tune with each other, and you find that lately, everything they're saying, you're thinking, oh, but you're so filled with hate, or you're so filled with judgment, or things like that. That's because you have outgrown that relationship, right? You have advanced to a place where you no longer, where you're no longer willing to buy in to the fear and the judgment and whatever else it is, you know. So it doesn't mean that that person is bad or anything like that. It just means you no longer resonate with them. Right? So just find your new tribe, spend less time with that person. Same with certain foods now. Maybe it's that they were grown with chemical, and it's the chemical that you can't handle anymore. Excuse me, I've got a frog in my throat. So there's communication going on here too. And this, you know, this is my sign for that, is that in your world, your communication has been changed. It's not necessarily that it has been changed, it's that you need it to be changed, because you are getting more sensitive, right? So you need the communication to be much more clear, because now you understand the nuances and the different meanings which can be taken from all the same thing, right? So you need to clarify with people, okay, when you say that, what exactly do you mean? Do you mean this, or do you mean that? Or, you know, just have really clear communication. It's also, you know, watching the news. It makes you feel really awful. So you might want to limit that, right? It's totally up to you, but as you become aware that these things, that you are more sensitive to them, then you, as you have awareness, then now you get to make some choices. John Barnes always says this: without awareness, there is no choice. Perfect, right? So now is the time, to recognize what choices you have and what choices you want to make. And you can ease into it. You don't have to go plunging and changing minds and all that kind of stuff. You can go as quickly or as slowly as you feel comfortable. Yes. But it is time to decide. There's time to make some decisions, right? And this is based upon how you feel now. So they're showing me somebody, hesitant to make decisions because they are aware that a little while ago they would have made a very different choice, a very different decision. But now you've learned, you've seen different perspectives of things, you understanding things in a different way, and it's okay to change your mind. No matter how vocal you were about it before, it's okay to change your mind. Okay, so here's another John Barnes saying. Somehow he is right in this reading. I don't know. John Barnes is commonly known as the father of myofascial release. And he was ostracized by his peers for many, many, many years because his ideas were so outlandish. But all his ideas now are being proven by science. And so some of his community is now starting to get behind him and things like that. And this is, part of the changing your mind as you learn more. Anyway, John Barnes also says, no matter how far down the wrong road you've gone, turn around. It doesn't matter if you change your mind. It's fine. And, people might call you on it. They might say, what? You're the one who just last month was saying that. Yeah, I've learned a lot since then, haven't I? Thanks for noticing. Right? That's how it is. This is what we're here for, is to learn and to make our new decisions based upon our new learning. Right? You have a choice, though. You have more than one choice, and some of these are tiny little things, like what you're going to wear today, but some of them are fairly big, if you're going to change jobs or if you're going to support a certain group as opposed to a different one, or, whatever it is. Some of them are pretty big decisions, and know that you can always change your mind again, but when you go into a decision, you need to feel confident in that's what's going on within you right now, right? Because that's all we have is right now. We can't predict how things are going to be in the future. So to know how what lines up with your beliefs and your feelings and your resonance and your vibration right now, that's the direction you're going to decide in. And it'll be the best decision possible. It'll be the only one possible, probably. Yeah. Okay. So when you're making that decision, believing in yourself is your number one thing. You're going to gather information from different sources, and you're going to ask around, get people's opinions. You're going to look things up probably. You're going to feel within yourself. What is it that feels best to you? What resonates? And then, when you make your own decision, that'll be the one that suits you the best. It may not suit all the people that you ask their opinions. You were just gathering information at that point. So you don't have to go along with everything everybody says. You just have to feel good about it within your own self. Yeah. Okay. Here's more communication going on. Okay, so whatever it is that you're doing, so let me see if they're going to give me some clues. When I say they, I'm talking about your guardian angels. They are all here and they're all giving information. That's where all of this is coming from. It comes through me. It does not come from me. Okay, so when you're making that decision, sometimes you're making that decision on behalf of other people as well, is what this feels like. So perhaps you're the business owner and you're making that decision for the whole company and all the people in it. Perhaps you're the head of the family and making that decision for the family. All, all those kinds of things where, where your communication is really important. It's really important. So conveying your ideas and your reasons for making the decisions you are is really important. Okay. And amongst that, there's some delegating to be done. There's some things that need to get accomplished, and you just don't have all the time and all the energy and all the resources to get all of it done your own beautiful self. Other people can handle some of that for you. And so, you want to be a little cautious who you choose to delegate that. If it's within your business, well, you'll give it to the position, right? The person who's in the position that's most appropriate to do that thing. But you'll, as I said, you'll want to make sure that your communication with that person is right up to snuff. Because if a miscommunication happens at this level, when you're saying, can you please convey this to everybody else? Or can you please look after this and that details? And then, if that person didn't understand you and they do it in a different way, how's that going to affect the business or the home or the situation or the project or the whatever, right? It doesn't mean it doesn't mean it's your way or the highway. That's not what your angels are saying. They're saying that the communication, and it goes both directions, right? So if you say to somebody, I need you to accomplish this in this way and get it done by that day, and then they clarify some things, they ask you some questions, do you mean this, do you mean that, whatever, and then as they're talking, they're saying, oh, well, don't you think it would work better to do this? Wow, oh, maybe. Great idea, right? And so that's what brings about wonderful collaboration and really validates everything that's going on in the whole situation. Really validates the communication. So it's turning out that communication is the key to this whole reading. Yeah, you noticing that? Yes. Okay. And so apparently we're still on communication. Now is the time to be offering forgiveness. So if you're sitting there and you're aware of somebody that you're upset with and you think they did something really wrong and they owe you an apology, but it's not coming, or even if it is coming, even if they did apologize, what is it that makes you think that they did something wrong? Right? Usually, and not always, but usually whatever happened was kind of innocent in a lot of ways. And the reason that you feel judgment about it is because it hurt you in some way, right? You were hurt. So then it's time to look within yourself and see, what is it about that caused you pain? Because you know that somebody else in the same situation would have gone, oh, that was nothing, and never thought again of it. Truly not hurt by it at all. And so you're sitting there going, how can you do that? How do you just brush that off? Well, they don't have your past experiences to create those triggers within them, right? It hurt you because of your past experiences, which have created triggers. So now it's time to look within yourself and see, what is it that made the triggers, and how can you deal with that? How can you open it up and bring it out into the light of day and see what that was, and see how you can get through that, how you can banish it forever by looking at all the details of it, by understanding your own part in it and what the parts you can control, right? And so all your reactions are within your control. Yes, it's not easy some of the time, but other times, just as soon as you look at it and you go, oh, totally, that was, could have been just a big joke. Could have been a lot of fun. Could have made it a huge, great, fun time. And instead, I took it personally and I didn't, I couldn't laugh about it. Well, let's look at it and see. What is it all, And as soon as the light hits it, then you can go, okay, all right, I'm done with that. I'm not doing that anymore. And truly, it can be gone quickly and easily like that. Some things are a little harder for you to let go of, depending on what is going on. But everything, you have the power to banish it, to be done with it, to really work, not even work through it, but to really look at all of it and see it all in the clear light of day and understand that you don't need it anymore. Yes. And so then you forgive yourself. As soon as you can do that, then you realize that usually forgiveness of others is not even required. Yeah, it's pretty cool. To assist you to do that, when you are taking things out and looking at them, those old patterns, those old beliefs, water helps. If you can get underneath a great big waterfall and let that water just flush it away, then great, do that. A shower will work too. A lake, a river, a stream, an ocean, anything will do that. But water, especially moving water, is so cleansing and helps clear out all that old stuff. Okay, they just whispered in my ear and said salt water. So this is a different topic, but drinking water, maintaining hydration, using salt water, and you can't taste the salt. You've put just a bit of sea salt in your water. You can't taste it, but your body can absorb it that much easier, is how that works. So drink lots of water too. And that really helps you. Honestly, I know some of you are going, oh, yeah. Water, as if. Really? Try it. You will be so happy with the result. It'll be amazing. So that's how that goes. Okay, so let's get one last card from the daily guidance cards. And let's just see. Let's see what they want to tell us. One last bit. Okay, awesome. There is nothing to worry about. What's been stressing you out lately? Relax about that. That's what they're giving me, that big sigh of relief, knowing that everything is going just according to plan and everything is going fine. You are always looked after. You are always looked after. Okay, beautiful. So, Libra, let's spread some of that knowledge and love and lack of worry, right? Knowing that we're always looked after. Let's send that to the whole world, all the people, so that everybody can take that big sigh of relief. Yeah. Oh, it feels so good. Okay. I appreciate that so much. So, Libra, I love you and I appreciate you, and I will see you next week.